Oh, hey, it's Chris from the Number One Support Workers Advice Line. Just wanted to share with you a new talk about troublesome team members. The idea working with team members who are difficult to get along with is to document each time that team member is unprofessional in the way that they're communicating, or if you notice anything that's not right in process that the team member is needs to contribute to. Just gently highlight the issues to your in a written way to your team leader, and just keep pushing up the line without just do it in a professional manner. You don't need to put the emotional hook on it, like it's driving me nuts, or that she's done it again, or any um, personal blame that you're saying is unprofessional. So you can just document this and push it up to your team leader, who needs to address issues that are unable to be addressed quickly and professionally between team members. Write down a good way to work with it is introducing a self-review sheet at the end of each session. It can be a really simple sheet with 3 questions. It can be called review sheet. It's got the date. It's got what you guys did, what how it went. Oh, so what you guys did and what was the plan, how it went, and then in the end, it's any comments. And you get your staff, or you introduce to the workplace. You need to introduce it to your team leader if you're a support worker. This idea, and the idea is for the staff member to sit next to the client and fill it out together. So it's a very easy 2 questions and any comments, and the client and the worker write it out together. I know that there's high traffic areas, and you can have like multiple staff on with multiple clients in group homes or supported independent living environments. Yet it is ideal for that sheet to be, if there's 2 staff and 1 client have interacted in amongst the goings on of the evening or the daytime, sit down with the client and have that opportunity to just fill in this form. You can have 3 people contributing to that form. You can have, so if it's 2 staff, or maybe even just the team leader checking in and saying hi. Everybody who worked with the client on the day writes something on that form. And then the client gets to see it and they go, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, thank you. Thanks very much. The staff, it will improve staff being able to articulate what they do and how they get along. And also it gives the client, empowers the client to say that is correct, that is what happened. If there was an incident, of course, they'd be on the review sheet. But of course, they'd be with an incident report as well, if it warrants that. Those sheets then go to a central storage place. They can be scanned and uploaded onto and then disposed of, if you like, as long as they're scanned and uploaded. And the habit of getting into that and just scanning and uploading every 10, and who's got responsibility for that? Maybe a good system is it could be, if it's warranted, it could be a soft document that somebody just fills in and sends in, or it could be an email. Just at the end of the session today, here's what happened, here's how it went, and any comments. So that's an idea, is a self-review sheet. over all the work that happens in these settings. If the team member's overly negative, though, and that'll all be highlighted in that review process if you want to go down that way, or the documentation, or the emails that you're sending because you're offloading to your team leader because that behaviour was really bad today. I've got to send an email to my team manager today. Maybe wait till the next morning before you send it, sleep on it, send it the next morning. Just have a bit of faith that you will be heard. So go to sleep. If an incident happens on a day and it's carer to carer or support worker to support worker, then just sleep on it and then go home. Write it in the morning. Go home. Help you. You can draft it that night if you want, but just sleep on it before you send it, and then put it in your team leader's inbox the next working day. You can sleep on it more. You can go and talk to your trusted advisors or your family members about what's going on here, and they can give you some advice. But the sooner it sort of gets in a written format under your team leader, then the sooner they are able to think about how they're going to address the issue with the team member who's constantly looking for faults. So then it goes into performance management on it from the team leader's perspective. That's all. Once it's in that land, then it's all over there, and you don't have to deal with it. Work through it professionally. Working through it professionally. So if you have a conflict with a team member and it's in its early beginnings, just say so. Just say to that team member, I just wanted to say I didn't like the way that this happened, or I thought we could have done this better. However you broach conflict in the first person, it's really what you're expected to do is anticipate and sort out these things before they blow up. Highlighting the behaviour that will be done with emails. It'll just be, but keep the language professional. There can't be any unprofessional speculation or she said like being mean. There can't be any meanness here. It's all in the spirit of development because maybe the team member doesn't see this work environment quite like you do, or it could be a cultural nuance that needs to be addressed professionally, needs to be documented. And if it goes to performance management, then these are all contributing factors why it's in that performance management, and then your team leader is working to policies and procedures and exiting if that's warranted in these cases. So the team leader part of their job is to be aware of the dynamics in the team at all times and address and call out any unprofessional behaviour between team members that they've noticed, but they've got to do it in a professional way. Regular team meetings will add to good feedback culture. They'll be able to, as long as there's no gotcha moments in those team meetings, and there's no attitude toward gotcha moments, like people setting others up and asking questions and putting people on the spot to oust them being incompetent or not up to scratch. All these things need to be highlighted to the team leader. Team leader and their supervisor should be well aware of any dynamics there. So as soon as they start arising professionally, just push them up the line and then let the team leader make their decision on what's going on. And then it's up to their boss to work out how they're processing it and whether or not that adheres to the policies and procedures and employment legislation, how we address troublesome issues in the workplace, risk management. There's all these layers of how that's got to look, but it all begins with documentation. Okay, so thank you for that, and I hope you have a good day. Thanks.